Every culture has its own urban legends, myths or spooky stories. I have rounded up the scariest urban legends from around the world, from Hawaii to Scandinavia to Egypt.
There are structures in the town of Caldera that date back to the 13th century, but no one has lived there since 1825 when all its residents seemingly vanished into thin air. According to local lore, 1,000 villagers completely abandoned their home overnight, without a trace. No one knows why they left, where they went or even saw them leave. Theories as to why they left range from poisoned wells to a greedy ruler levying high taxes to a dwindling water supply, though none of those explain why the inhabitants left so suddenly. You might be wondering why no one has tried to resettle the town. That's where the legend comes in. It's said that the village chief cured the land. Apparently, anyone who tries to live there will die. The Indian Paranormal Society spent a night there and reported disembodied whispers, screams, noises are common at dark hours. Many people have witnessed apparitions, heard footsteps, experienced unusual touch and so on. The word genie is the anglicized version of the Arabic word jinn. Jinns can be good or malevolent beings. Al-Malduviz is one of the most famous jinns in the United Arab Emirates. She was even immortalized in a film in 2013. Her story is simple. At first, she appears as a beautiful woman to attract men. But as soon as she's reeled them in, Al-Malduviz changes into a terrifying figure who eats the men she's enchanted. Though it might just be a scary story to tell kids to warn them about stranger danger, there's a video that purports to be footage of one such jinn.
You might have heard of the 2015 comedy, horror hybrid film, but the real story of Krampus is just as terrifying as you'd expect. National Geographic describes Krampus as a half-goat, half-demon, horrific beast. Krampus is the bad cop to Santa's good cop. While the jolly bearded follow-up North gives the nice kids presents, Krampus aims to scare the naughty kids into behaving better by beating them with birch branches or hauling them off to hell in sacks. He's mainly a German and Austrian figure, though other countries have their own versions, and traditionally shows up on December 5th, which is known as Krampusnacht, Krampus Night. Though no one quite knows for certain, this tradition is often believed to have begun when the Moors raided European towns, kidnapping locals and selling them into slavery.
Night marches, or Huakaipo in Hawaiian, are the spirits of former ancient Hawaiian warriors who one, in life, protects Hawaii's most scared people. These people were so scared, in fact, that commoners were not allowed to look at them. If they did, they would be killed. The night marchers weren't there to harangue anyone, they were simply doing their jobs, which is why they traveled at night to avoid too many prying eyes. They continue to roam around Hawaii at night as spirits, and legend has it that if you look directly at a night marcher you will be marked for death. If you do happen to find yourself in the middle of a procession, you're supposed to lie down in the middle of the road in order to show respect.
Literally translated, Janganger means walking after death. Traditionally, a Janganger is a sort of hybrid of a ghost and a zombie, in that it had corporeal form, like a zombie, but still possesses its mind and memories, like a ghost. Jangangers are created when a dead person has unfinished business, or they were killed violently, through murder or suicide. The belief in them dates back to the Vikings when Jangangers were believed to have been relatively common.